able to call this pump beautifully. This is because of the amount of market experience I've had, nearly 5 years in the market now. And of all the things I've learned, mastering the Fibonacci's is the most vital thing in my trading style. Now, it's also giving me those points of reversals and those points of rejections, or which is a point of reversal. And we're seeing those things come into place. So we're going to discuss what Quant is going to do in the immediate short term. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Over the past week, we were giving multiple bullish trades on, I think, Thursday or Friday, and we saw a lot of them come to fruition. We were suggesting Quant is next on the reclaim of the 1 fib level at $90.75. The next target would be $92.40. In fact, we've been talking about this level for over 2-3 weeks now. It became an important level for us when we had this pump to the upside. Now, you might be, Louis, that's such a random pump. Why not all these other ones? Well, it's because we set this key level of support that should have been held. In fact, when we use these fibs, we're looking for those supports above that point, right in between this area, to head up higher than 94, back up to more towards $9,700. But did that come to fruition? No. Why was that? Because we lost this area of support over here between the 786 and the 0.5. And as you lose that, as well as losing this low, yes, we met the 1.272. It's then going to give us a relief rally. We had some bullish divergences there, so that's why we went up. But the area that should have been support to send us up higher to $9,700 is then flipped into resistance. And that is the peak. At the peak of that is $92.40. So for many, many, many weeks, almost a month now, we've been talking about this level, how important it is. And that if we maintain below it, we will see all of these targets over here. And you can see as the days and weeks went by, there were a lot of pumps along the way where the bulls were taking the piss. It didn't matter. We eventually met the targets, and a lot of people disagreeing, but I literally don't care. I've been doing this for 5 years now. I'm going to go off what I think. And so we came down to this support. We met all the key targets, and then we reclaimed that key level support. This is a bullish statement. So this is how we were able to call for a pump back up to that 1 Fibonacci level. And then specifically telling you guys, only if you get above the 1 fib level, you pump to $92.40 exactly. Go check out the last videos if you don't believe, if you're new around the channel. If you knew about that, me talking about this resistance, how we're approaching that resistance. Again, I was mentioning that the resistance that we're coming up into ever since this reclaim, you can see it's already marked out. It's between these 2 points. And at first we rejected this, came down a little. And then if we ever break above the 1 fib, we head into that golden pocket right there. So we've seen that. And as you can see, slightly above us is that 200 EMA. Now, there could be more upside. Again, Bitcoin has met its 1618 target, 28,000. There are 2 sets of targets, just like these over here, at about 2930K. So just like, yes, Bitcoin is to the upside. So let me flip this upside down. Bitcoin is here right now on the 1618. And maybe it has a little dump and then heads to these targets, which are 29 and 30K. So even if in the immediate short term, Bitcoin starts to come down, we're already seeing it with Quant. It doesn't necessarily mean it's completely topped out now. It could have one more push up to those 2 targets, and that would be Quant getting dragged up again. And I've already mentioned in the past, in the last few updates last week, that if we ever get above the 200 EMA and $92.40, the next set of targets become $97. Because as you now scale to the daily time frame, as I mentioned multiple times on channel, we would be retesting these low candle bodies over here that are nicely in line with the moving averages. We can see as the days went by, this has crept down lower, and as long as we're not hitting this will keep coming down lower. So you basically need to hit it, find resistance about $96 now, so it has been coming down, and yeah, this is where we would get rejected. So maybe one more pump into this area could be Bitcoin getting up to 29 and 30,000, but as you can see on Quant, this is just previous resistance over here, so this is where we would be expecting dumps. If you want me to teach you so you're able to profit along with these moves, again, they're being given free on the channel. And if you're not taking them, not understanding that there's literally free money being given out here, consider taking action on education. I've had 5 years of market experience. I've taught over 100 people in the past. You're going to be part of my Discord community where we do weekly group calls, and this is where you also find my future longer term investments. During those weekly group calls, again, we do the take profit, stop loss, the criteria you need for the entry of this specific strategy, and if these are not, the criteria is not fulfilled, We're not taking the trade. We're rather going for quality. And the belief is that as long as we're protecting our account, in turn, we're going to make more money out of it by entering loads of trades. That's a larger quantity. Every single one of them can be a loss. And this is what I'm trying to change, the mentality of the people that come to me. So if that's something of interest for you, you can do 5 hours or 10 hours of one-to-one help with me. And I'm going to throw in my 6-hour-long pre-recorded video course for you to fall back on, which you have for the rest of your life. And you're also going to gain 3 months access into my Discord community, where you'll get further mentorship sessions, but in a group. So a lot of people sharing their own ideas, me telling them if they're right or wrong and what they need to work on and things like that. You can just join the group. You can just do the course. You can just do the mentorship. It's down to you. Just reach out to me. Again, I have 2 more slots available for my mentorship plan, where I'm giving 25% off for those next 2 people. I will also do a discount on the course. You just need to message me. The discounts are not on the website, although it is linked below. Head over to Twitter and I'll give you a discount for you to take action on the course or the mentorship. Otherwise, hope to see more of you joining the Discord community anyway, to take action on those weekly group mentorship calls, which are so vital if you want to become a profitable trader. Again, my next signals for Quant is that we're seeing this immediate short-term dump. I do believe that's what we're seeing on Bitcoin at the moment, but we're looking for a final pump to 29, 30,000. If it does come, that would be Quant getting up to those levels of 94 plus, 94 to 96, 90, in between 94 to $97, my apologies. And that is where I think we top out, because if you've been noticing in the last few updates, we've been talking about that $100 level. That is what was holding us up for pretty much the last year. So if we're just pumping up into that level is resistance. If 100 is reclaimed, then things change. Big changes in market structure if we're reclaiming $100. Reclaiming $100 over here, which is this price point, would be like losing this support and reclaiming it. So do you see how we reclaimed it? And look at this pump it gave. So if we now get above 100, we could be getting this insane pump to 115, 125. But there's a lot of work to do, guys. And again, we're seeing on the daily time frame, there's a lot of bodies over here. They're expected to be resistance. We see the moving averages here as well. I'm going to use one more thing, fibs from here to here. You can see we've got the golden pocket here as well. Basically saying the 786 is the deepest we can come. You can see that's holding nicely there. So it's basically saying that's the highest you can go and still maintain a downtrend. So it's saying come up to that and still a downtrend technically. Yes, you can change that if you form a higher low and we break out, of course. But the signs are not there for that as of now. The signs are we're coming up in the immediate short term, maybe as high as those levels I've previously mentioned, and then we're looking for that turnaround to the downside again. If things change, I'm going to be the first person to let you guys know the direct next day. Guys, this is now on a different path. We've invalidated the bearish path, but right now we can't say that we've invalidated the bearish path, although yes, we've seen these pumps and we even called for the pump on Friday or Thursday or Friday, but it doesn't necessarily mean that big things are changing. It's just a short-term rally into previous support now as resistance to eventually continue lower. I'm going to be here to update you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. How do you do so? Like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on that notification bell on. Hope to see more of you guys taking action, whether that's the course, the mentorship, or just joining the group chat. And I'll catch you in the next Quant update. Cheers.